Take 5 perfect strangers and make each host their own entertaining dinner party before scoring in secret sees one of them crowned champion.
For our final night, our host is Jess.
Today is what it all comes down to. This is more than a food competition now. This is about salvation. And we'll be able to look apart from the forks and the spoons, and we'll see which is which, and man shall be divided by his innermost qualities.
The stakes are even higher than we thought. Last episode on Come Wine With Me, Joel hosted an experimental gourmet fusion evening. Unfortunately, the atmosphere was tense. Thanks to Emily, the food was inedible, and the entertainment was excruciating. But how did our guests find Joel's evening?
Bit of a disaster, honestly, because basically Joel can't cook.
Didn't go well for him. Felt sorry for the lad, you know.
Joel deserved it after his sneakiness on my night.
If he joined us, which I've offered, I gave him a pamphlet, he will learn how to cook, among other things. Learn how to be a better person, learn how to be less pathetic in general.
Thanks, Jess. But how does Joel feel his evening went?
I'm shutting down the channel. Last night's fiasco was rubbish. Cooking is not to be shut down. How can I sit here and tell people that I know cooking if I put on nights like that, right? And they put all their love and affection and feelings into a piece of food. It's just not right to make fun of that. No one liked my food. I didn't even like my food. I'm very disappointed in myself, but I'm more disappointed in you guys. What were you thinking coming to my channel and watching?
Ouch, you've let down both your viewers, Joel.
Worst of all, I think I really offended Emily.
How do you feel about Joel now, Emily?
Yes, you loser! I'll take your time from you. I'll give you a flippin' detention. Come on.
And Joel, Emily?
Oh, he's just so pathetic. That stupid song. What an embarrassment. He is embarrassing himself.
Let's hear about someone who's had an even worse week. Luke.
Luke apparently almost died, which is why this is a week later. So that's great news.
I'm really worried about the lad, really. I thought he was going to die.
It means that he's at a point of crisis, and that's fantastic for seeing the fork for what it is.
Doctor said it was the worst case of salmonella he'd ever seen.
Luke, I can't believe it. I thought he was just some dumb idiot. But it turns out he's just a manipulative jerk, claiming that I've made him ill with my food.
But you did make him ill with your food. He literally has a doctor's note.
I don't know what I could be doing differently. I mean, I exercise a lot. I have 10 protein shakes a day. I have McDonald's regularly. Lots of chocolate.
I can think of a few things, Luke.
Fork is obviously a holy number, whereas 5 is pretty unlucky. I think that means there's a betrayer in our midst. And from what I've observed thus far, it's either Richard or it's Emily.
Richard, he really showed how stupid he is.
So Emily's pointing the finger at Richard, but what's Richard been doing?
Oh my goodness. Sea levels really are rising. Well, so my neighbour helped me get on the internet with this old iPad. What a nightmare. Brexit? We've had more refugees come over since we've left Europe. Oh.
Apparently he's joining the 21st century.
My life's a lie. I'm embarrassed. Some of the things I said last week, I'll put it right maybe this week.
That's the spirit.
Currently my money's on Emily.
She's gonna get it. I mean, I've dealt with petulant, irritating, self-serving children before, and that's exactly what she is, so she's gonna pay.
This could turn nasty very quickly.
Theme. Join the fellowship of forgiveness and forkfulment.
Is that a theme or a command?
Oh, she really is crazy, isn't she? Dress forks.
Is that a dress code?
No surprises so far.
Is it just me, or is that a really hard theme to do?
Yes, it is a very hard theme to do. Let's see what's actually on the menu.
Starter is tomato and goat cheese tartlet.
Cheese, nah, I don't like cheese.
Why not use real cheese rather than the goat stuff?
Sounds intriguing. Let's see how Jess is getting on preparing it.
I've done most of the prep already. I didn't understand why we wouldn't just do it in advance. You have to do a lot of different steps, like I had to milk the goats myself.
We're going to need some evidence that you made this.
That's discrimination against my beliefs.
Okay, looks like we're not going to get any information about that. Let's move on to the main course.
And for the main, goat curry and rice. I mean, I guess at least it's not cat.
Caribbean classic, that one, actually.
Goat. That means greatest of all time, right? I mean, kudos to Jess. I mean, that's a bold name. The greatest curry of all time.
I think it just means goat.
Made of all natural ingredients because we keep the goats here on site.
Thanks, Jess. Are we going to get any more goats in dessert?
The dessert is chocolate torte. You know what? That's a potentially really interesting classic.
Tort? Honestly, love, use English. Tart, not tort. The Nazis lost the war, didn't they?
Don't mention the war, Richard, or are you calling Jess a Nazi?
I basically harvest my own cocoa beans. I kept in a room that was in a very emotional place, so a counselling room.
A counselling room to prepare dessert? What do you mean, Jess?
If people don't behave in a way according with the organisation, I'll bring them in here to have a friendly conversation about that. That's the product of our last meeting.
Is that a broken ceiling tile?
It didn't go well.
I'll say.
They've unfortunately now left the organisation. But they are condemned forever, so it's kind of a good thing, really.
If that's good, I dread to think what your definition of bad is. Any final thoughts?
Well, at least we know it's going to be a bad evening.
The meal could be really good if Jess gets her act together tonight.
It's almost guest arrival time. Jess changes into her evening wear.
I'm a fork.
Of course you are, dear. Richard rocks up first.
It's massive.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Can I come in, please? Oh!
That's one way to greet your guests.
Damn it, woman! What was that about?
You have to be cleansed.
Have to be cleansed?
Before you can enter the building.
I haven't got fleas. Now, don't stop it! Just stop it! Just be normal.
I have a fork tune for you before you enter.
What? Oh.
Yes, that's normal. A fork tune.
It predicts the future, your future.
Does it now? Really?
Mm.
If you cannot be kind, be quiet.
It's good advice.
Well, I think that's a bit rude, to be honest.
Are your words being kind right now, Richard?
Oh, come on. Can I come in, please? Please. And don't spray me.
You may
Please.
enter.
Please, really is the magic word.
This fork prediction of my future, basically me telling me to shut up, so it didn't start well, let's put it that way.
Richard finally enters the building. Let's hope he doesn't regret it.
Wow.
So, what drink would you like?
Oh, now you're talking. How about a large glass of red wine? Lovely.
No, we don't have that.
No wine. White wine.
No, we don't
Rosé
have that. We
wine.
don't have that.
Okay, a gin and tonic.
No.
Maybe it's an alcohol thing. I know, a Coca-Cola.
No.
Not having a drink as well, coming in, I mean, honestly. Well, what have you got?
Got some water. Would you like water?
Well, not really.
I'll get you some water.
As Jess fetches his drink, Richard finally has the freedom to choose where he sits.
Now, I've been reading. Men these days don't sit just at the head, they sit anywhere. Oh, place here has a really creepy feeling. I mean, the lighting, it's all so big and empty and cold. There's a cold chill around it.
Next to arrive, it's Joel.
I have a poem for Emily.
Of course you do.
I'm going to read it to her today. Personally, I think it's a work of art. Perhaps my magnum opus.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Jess. You really look like a fork.
You don't.
I brought a fork, and I'm kind of fork themed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a good
I'm cleansing the aura of failure around you after last week's performance.
Aura of failure. Wow. Thanks. That's great.
You did a really bad job.
No one could accuse Jess of having a silver tongue.
Jess is certainly not going to win any points for hospitality, given that she sprayed me like a cat.
Let me end.
Here's your fortune.
A fortune.
What does Joel's fortune say?
A sapling that takes too long to grow up is not loved.
You're the sapling. You need to grow up.
Joel finally enters the madhouse.
And this doesn't really bode well for the rest of the night.
What drink would you like, Joel?
Jess attends to her new guest.
Well, what's the point, love?
Last time I checked, Richard, Jess had a mouth. She can speak for herself, thank you. How about wine? Red sounds good.
I don't have wine.
No wine. Okay, well that's okay. What do you have?
I have water.
What did I say? Nobody listens.
And now arriving... Oh my, what is that?
Oh, wait, Demon!
Whoa! It's Luke! It's cool.
Why are you dressed like that?
Forky from Toy Story 4. It's a Pixar film.
Oh, Pixar's no good, Luke.
A lot of people would disagree with you here, Jess. What are your reasons?
Not?
Yes.
I
Do you
really
know how
like
it was
it.
created?
No.
In the 13th century, witches gathered together and prophesied of its creation.
Really?
And witches used spoons to stir their cauldrons.
I thought Steve Jobs created it.
He sounds like a witch.
Oh, really?
Yes, here's your fortune.
Okay.
What's on Luke's fortune?
Salvation is just around the corner.
If you carry on this path, you will be saved.
Okay.
This is a pivotal moment.
It seems like an interesting atmosphere. Kind of, there's a weird tension here, but I think it's a good thing.
Hey guys.
Ah! Oh my god!
What?
Is that you?
Oh, yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Oh my word.
Sorry.
Luke's outfit has clearly not gone down well with the other guests.
Oh, he looked like something from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre to start.
I've made a lot of effort with the outfit, but I don't think people really liked it. People seem to be a bit creeped out, but I mean, look how cute it is. I mean, I don't understand how anyone could find this scary.
I don't understand how anyone couldn't.
What are you dressed like that?
Oh, I'm Forky from Toy Story 4.
Please don't wear that again.
Forky?
Yeah, the character
Look,
Forky from Toy
mate,
Story
I've been
4.
doing a lot of reading. Let me speak. I've done a lot of reading, and that is cultural appropriation.
Is it?
What?
Yes, it is, because Forky is excluding the knifey and spoony.
Oh my god.
Get out! Stop that, woman, will
Strike
you?
4, Richard. That's strike 4. Don't use foul language.
There's a lot of strikes.
Joel, I expected a bit more from him. He'd see the change I've made, how much more broad-minded and informed I am now.
Richard's woke facade really hasn't convinced me. It's a poor man's attempt at appearing, accepting, but we all know deep down he's still just a boomer and he'll never be as progressive as me.
Or as humble.
I almost died. I mean, my doctor said that I wouldn't live to probably be
Really?
40, probably. You know, liver disease,
What?
diabetes. Yeah, it's not good situation. Yeah.
Fresh from the sky cow itself.
Oh, okay.
The Sky Cow?
Just, why bother asking us what we want when you're just going to give us all water anyway?
Because you need to make that choice, Joel. You're free to make your own choices.
What choice? One choice is no choice.
You can go thirsty.
That's...
Last again, late again. It's Emily.
That's offensive.
The cutlery themed shit was cutlery themed, right?
Get out.
Well, no, come on, I bought this specifically for today. Woman, you're being ridiculous! Let me in! Come on, let me in!
What is with Jess not letting me in? I mean, yes, she said forks, but I just went for generic cutlery. I mean, obviously between you and me, clearly I'm going to go for spoons because I know how much she hates them.
After removing the offending item of clothing, Emily tries again.
What was that for?
This is your fortune. Read it.
Is this the Turkish Delight, White Witch of Narnia? Your reckoning will be swift and unexpected.
Sounds like Emily's in for a great evening.
Is this a reference to the fact that my shirt is from Taylor Swift? I mean, she actually gave me the shirt from the music video.
Oh, Emily. No one cares. Come on in.
Don't touch me.
She's just such a freak, isn't she? Oh, God, this evening's going to be horrendous.
It's going well so far. People are understanding their fork tunes, so that's positive.
Here's for round 2 and sabotaging Jess this evening. I mean, I know she keeps threatening me, but we know who's going to come out of this on top, and we know it's definitely not her.
Emily versus Jess. Who's your money on? Seeing Jess leave the kitchen, Emily makes the first move.
This seems like a really good opportunity, Emily, to read you something I prepared. Oh, let me just get it out of my pocket. Yeah, no, I think I worked really hard on this one. Roses are red, violets...
Just wash my hands!
She's just walked up.
It's okay, we'll get another moment.
Now, what's Emily up to?
What are you doing here?
Your food burnt me.
Interesting. Seems like you're cursed.
I'm cursed. This place is cursed.
Get out of the kitchen, Emily.
Oh, is that a demand?
Get out of the kitchen.
I can't believe I burnt my hand. Well, I didn't burn my hand. Jess must have done something. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I was trying to sabotage her food. But she definitely knew that was going to happen. Because whose dials are that boiling on an oven?
Round 1 to Jess.
Oh my god, Emily! Oh my god. You okay?
Clearly not.
What happened?
Just burnt me.
No.
All I did was go in to wash my hands and her food was just...
You! What are you doing, burning your guests?
Joel, it's not my fault she's cursed and stupid.
Okay. Not only do you burn Emily, you also insult her? You're a terrible host. What do you think you're doing?
Invite your mind back. I wasn't there when Emily got burned.
Yeah, but...
So Emily could have only got burnt by doing something she wasn't meant to be doing. By being in the kitchen where she wasn't meant to be there.
No, that's impossible. That doesn't add up, you see, because... You know,
I can see why Luke's the member of Mensa and you're not.
Why would Jess burn Emily like that? That's unreasonable, unrational.
Unrational?
Downright awful.
I happen to agree with Jess. She was up to no good.
I was just kind of hungry, to be honest, though.
Jess is ready to serve the starter.
So I think we all need to rise now for grace.
Okay.
Oh, do we have to? I'm hungry. Do we have to go through this week? Oh, stop it, Wilbur. Stop spraying me. Stop it.
Stop talking then. Stand. Okay.
Jess's video was so weird.
Yeah, the video was really interesting. I found it a bit confusing at first, but Jess said it was actually really clever.
It was like a propaganda film from the Express file.
What? Great, we should have a starter now. If you want to sit down.
What was that?
I think you speak for us all there, Joel.
I'm pretty sure there was a lot of subliminal messaging in that video.
No, there wasn't.
Are you sure?
No,
Because
no subliminal messaging.
Jess, is there a way of eating around the cheese?
Oh, are you lactose intolerant?
No, eating cheese it increases your risk of cystic fibrosis.
A genetic disease.
That's what I heard somewhere.
It's okay though, because the goats just outside and I milk them myself. They're very special, sanctified goats. So it's safe cheese. No cystic fibrosis here.
I wasn't very well last week.
I know, but remember, I was well, even though I ate Emily's raw chicken.
It was not raw. That was not the problem. He may have been in hospital for a week, but if anyone is to blame, it's clearly not me.
Yeah,
when did he go into hospital? After Joel's night.
The tartlet had hints of sweet tones, which is not uncommon for goat's cheese, but you can really tell the balance was really there.
The starter was actually really good, annoyingly.
Rave reviews for the starter. Shame about the conversation. Has Jess got a good icebreaker to relax everybody?
I have a question. For the whole table, would anyone notice if you went missing? Emily first.
Clearly, yes, I would be missed by a lot of people.
I find that hard to believe.
I mean, for anything, clearly my students, they are the blessing in my life.
I would notice if you...
Oh, be quiet, Joel. Your pupils would be glad if you didn't turn up. They'd all be able to go home.
Richard, that's not very nice, is it?
It's also
It
not
is
true.
true,
It's
though.
true.
Yeah.
How are they going to get their grade 9s without me, huh?
Joel, would anyone miss you if you went missing? Apart from your mother, of course, who you live with.
Well, I'm sure my adoring fans would miss me.
Oh, who people read your blog? Richard, would anyone miss you if you went missing? Oh, your ex-wife would, wouldn't she?
Oh,
Would she like?
I don't know about that.
that's unfair of you, but they'd miss me at the museum. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they would.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, we had
Amazing.
2 school children come round last week. I hadn't been there. They'd have missed that wonderful experience of looking at the artefacts.
That does sound like a life-changing experience.
How about you, Luke?
Well, I mean, you know, I guess my work eventually would notice I'm not doing anything. I guess no one would miss me. Am I doing something wrong?
It sounds like you're ready for a new path. A new path where you would be missed.
Well, I'm even more worried now. Listening to Luke, he seems to be really joining in.
While Richard worries about Luke, Emily worries about Jess's cooking.
Hi, Emily. Are you adding salt to that? Go ahead.
I was just seeing if...
Go ahead, make it nice and salty. Keep on going. Keep on going. It's very salty. Cool. I think you should go back to your place now. See you in a bit.
What just happened?
How was she just there, suddenly?
Everything's going well to plan.
There's some weird witchcraft going on here. I do not trust her at all. I'm genuinely getting quite worried. Hopefully it doesn't get worse.
Well, we still have 2 courses to come, Emily. Here's the main.
Sounds good.
Last.
I got us a slightly smaller portion because we're women, but also we got them from the same pot. Everyone else's was in a different pot.
Jess serves up and the guests tuck in.
What's up with you?
Is it okay?
Is it not bad?
Oh, it's lovely.
Seasoned to perfection. Do you want to try some of yours? Tastes great.
Emily found hers hard to swallow. What do the other guests think?
Delicious. I really enjoyed it. I think it was one of the best, to be honest.
I am quite impressed. There is a lot of goat on the menu. What's that about?
Well, we keep goats in the community, and I just like to use every part of the goat. Take that, for example. That goat was taken in a ritual sacrifice, and then when I took the meat apart bit by bit, I put it into a pan, and then I boiled it in its mother's milk, because that makes it extra tender. You can taste the love.
What happens to its private parts? Oh,
That is often
no.
the tenderest meat. Whenever you come across a particularly fleshy part, that's probably from the private area.
Oh, Jess has to go and tell us how on earth she made it. Oh, God.
You asked, Richard. Now you know.
Please, for heaven's sake, woman, it's a dinner party. As bad as Joel.
What? I would never put testicles in your curry.
That's good of you, Joel.
I mean, I think it was probably the greatest curry of all time. Goat.
After the goat curry, it's time for Jess's entertainment.
Okay, Luke.
Okay.
So you're going to need to follow the fork. You have 1 hour.
An hour?
Bye.
What the?
Jess?
What? What is going on?
Jess?
What? She hasn't locked the door. Oh no!
What?
Oh,
no,
no.
you can't do this!
Jess, come on!
You can't do this!
It says to
What?
follow
Can we
the
get out?
forks.
Can we get? Why are they bouncing? Oh my god, we're gonna die!
Okay.
Oh my god, we're
Let's
gonna die!
Let's not panic. We're all here. We're all. Oh, I don't know if I can say. Come on.
You can't do this!
Oh my god.
Can we get out?
Look. Okay, maybe this is
All the forks point over here.
Like break up this.
Oh yeah!
Oh look, there's a
Look! Luke's onto something! Oi! Luke's onto something!
onto something. Shut up.
If you can hear how much fun they're having in there, every day is like this.
Why?
Right. Deep breaths.
Why? We're gonna die!
You keep the noise down!
Oh my god.
So if we read the wingdings,
You clever man!
then destroy the face of evil.
Oh my word.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Spoons are evil.
Okay.
Yeah, she hates spoons!
I've got a key. I think this will lead out.
What?
It's not a key!
Luke's found the key! Emily! Luke's found the key! I'm free! I'm free!
Stop panicking, woman! Come on!
Oh my god!
Oh, Emily, we're free. We did it.
What?
So what did the guests think of the entertainment? First, Wingdings expert, Luke.
The entertainment was really fun, actually. I thought that was a really cool idea to do an escape room.
That entertainment was just horrific.
Joel and Emily completely freaked out and bricked it.
I just chose to take care of the thing that mattered most in the room. Emily.
Joel was pandering or whatever. It was just irritating. Like, it's like, I'm clearly having an issue here and you're just getting in the way.
Luke, yeah, all credit to him. He stayed calm, and when I started to listen to him, he was working it out.
It's not all that impressive that, Luke did lots of the heavy lifting in the escape room, apparently. I mean, I could have done that in less than half the time.
Well, why didn't you?
What an awful experience. I mean, she's going to pay for this. Despite the weird situations from earlier, I need to get back in there and sort out Pudding because, yeah, I can't let this stand.
Emily enters the kitchen again.
I'll take that. I feel like you're not quite understanding. I think you still think this is a case of winning or losing, but this is more of a case of escape. So I think you should go back to your seat. Do you want to go back to your place now? Yeah? Do you want to go back? Go back to your place. Great, so this is the dessert.
How could she have got around me and been there? I mean, she's crazy. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. What is going on here?
Well, you did come back a third time.
Seeing in the fridge really helps, and it also helps you to see who your friends really are.
Whilst Emily is having a nightmare evening, Luke feels differently.
It seems really cool, this place, actually. I'm thinking of joining. What are you guys thinking about it?
Are you serious?
Oh,
yeah, it's looking really good.
Look, we've had this conversation multiple times. If you want to ruin your life, then that's your choice, I think.
Clever young man, but he seems to be completely fooled by her.
I've got a bad feeling about it, Luke. Don't get drawn in. You've got to weigh up the evidence, look at what people are saying, I mean, and what they get out of it. I mean, look at Emily with her chicken, telling you it was all cooked.
Yeah, she
You
said...
nearly died.
Do we know that was definitely the chicken?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Emily said it was cooked, and I believe Emily here.
Well, we two don't agree on anything, do we, Joel?
You got that right.
But I think we both agree this is a bad thing, don't we, Joel?
But why would Jess say it was good if it wasn't good?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if soon, next time, she starts asking you for something. Maybe money. Maybe she wants, some sort of control. Maybe you have to leave home and live here.
I think Jess has just been really nice so far. I don't know, I'm trying to think back, but I don't think she's taken advantage of me. I don't think. I guess we'll see.
Soon enough, it's time for dessert.
We should eat, but first, we have a special promotional message.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, hello.
I recognise that voice.
Brings Congregation of the Fellowship of Fork Forgiveness and Fork Fulfillment. Anyway, for goodness sake, let's cut Larry chat. When trying to sell something, you have to remember 4 key things. Like the pitch. No, not 4 key things. 4 key things.
Oh no.
Was that Jamie from the first season of Come Wine With Me?
Fork give them. And fork get.
Funny.
Except if they're a spoon, then they should get their just desserts. Only trust a forked tongue. Everyone else is a snake.
I guess at least he's punning away, but...
Anyway, I hope our inaugural supper proves to be a fork taste of glory. But all we really ask for is your souls and your bank account details. So, fork up or fork off.
Wait, so this is all about getting us to sign up for this? And you just want our money?
No, the money's part of it.
I'm a man, I'm not just a money man. I mean, yeah, I'm a man, but I'm done. Okay, not joining this.
I'm disappointed in you. I'd like your fortune back, please.
That's a bravery, Luke.
This is really bad.
I hate to say it, but you made a good decision.
Yeah, that Jamie guy is really...
We should eat.
And finally, a single light in Luke's brain flickers on. He's decided not to join the fork cult.
I can't believe that Jess would be just pretending to be my friend just to make me follow something so that she can profit off me.
Oh! What was that for?
That one was for fun.
With dessert just about finished, it's time to get the guests' scores.
Jess as a host, weird. I mean, she's a woman, right? She should be good at this. Can I say that? That's not sexist, is it? They are good at it. So that food was really good, but the hosting and the whole thing, not keen. So, on balance, 6 out of 10.
Jess's hosting left lots to be desired, but her food was phenomenal. If this is a cooking show, which it is, then she's the clear winner in my head. So I'm going to give her a 7.
Obviously we know my classic of a 1 out of 10, but I think even if I hadn't been doing this consistently, this would have deserved a 1 out of 10. Honestly, there's been some pretty rough evenings, but I think this is the worst above them all.
I was having a great time this evening. Just finding out that Jess was manipulating me all along, it just puts a bad shade on the evening. I'm just really upset. It's 4 out of 10.
The results are in. It's time to reveal the winner.
Oh man, I wonder who won.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Finally. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So in 5th place, and therefore the absolute worst among us, is Joel.
Oh, well, you deserve it anyway. You wrecked my evening.
You should have listened, mate. You should have listened.
It's not a surprise, is it?
So yeah, that's it. I came 5th.
In 4th place, and again, not a surprise to anyone, is Emily.
What?
Cheater.
You voted for this psycho over me. 4th. I should be winning.
In 3rd place is Jess. Thank you. In 2nd place, and therefore really in some ways the first loser, is Richard.
Oh, well done, Richard.
Which means the winner is you, Luke.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
No. Give me.
Wow!
What?
I can't believe it.
Luke wins. How did the guests react?
Luke winning, well, that had to be a surprise, I have to say.
I can't believe it. I mean, I didn't have any expectations that I could win this competition.
Neither did we.
He's done well. He's been a bit of a dark horse.
There is nothing in this world that I feared more than Luke winning this competition.
Maybe I should become a celebrity chef.
Please, no.
How is he in Mensa?
Absolutely been cheated. They've definitely done something with the scores here. I mean, we know I've been given a 1 to everyone, so how can people have better scores than me?
I let Emily down. If I cared about her, then I should have done everything in my power to help her win. And I didn't.
Joel, what a pathetic joke, that idiot.
And that's why I'm pathetic.
I can't believe I won. That must mean I made the best meal.
No, you didn't make the best meal. You gave us bloody cucumber with ketchup.
Joel, stop being a bad loser, alright? Come on, if anyone's got a reason to be upset, it's me.
Look, I know some things went wrong that night, but no, I would never knowingly sabotage. Emily, I love you. I'll improve it. I wrote a thing.
What? What? You're gay, though.
What?
Are you gay?
No, I'm not. I'm straight. I love you, Emily. Look, just listen. Just listen, and I'll clear everything up, and we'll be good. Like, this is a great. So, roses are red, violets are blue. It may be cliched, but my love is true, and I want to be clear. I give my all to you because you, fair Emily, are the most beautiful girl I ever knew. Please go out with me.
So, it doesn't matter. I mean, clearly you voted for me. So, obviously, you clearly voted for me as well. You obviously didn't. But I mean, I guess you just didn't give it to me because you were trying to get a better score or whatever.
It was terrible evening. It's so bullshit.
So is that a yes?
What?
Please go out with me. Look, Emily, is this not worth anything? Is there no way I can win your heart? Like,
It is embarrassing.
No, how could you win my heart when you're such a massive loser? Oh, I only go for winners. So actually, me and Luke are together. We've got that
Here we
connection.
go. Here we go.
Yeah, we've got that connection going on.
Oh, careful, Luke. Careful, son.
Wait, I can't do
So
this.
we're sharing the money. How are we going to split this? I know I'm out of your league, and
I feel like
I'm happy to settle.
I think you should leave that over
I
here.
feel like it's misunderstanding.
No, I haven't misunderstood. All I've understood is that you like me.
No, well, I can't be
We're
together.
together. Yes, we can be.
No, I'm not attracted to women, okay?
Whoa.
I'm not attracted to women, okay?
Don't touch
I'm sorry, but yeah, I didn't mean to lead you up the wrong way. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression or bad signals. I'm sorry.
Who is who here?
I'm still
I am
attracted to
so
women.
confused. I cannot believe that you would come out with this just to try and take the money away from me. You are as useless as an egg with no shell. Of course your family wouldn't want to be associated with you. Oh, you want this money? You take it.
Well, that went well.
I think you all need the great fork in the sky.
Wow, Luke. You really messed up the evening.
This is awkward. What does everyone feel about the outcome?
You have cheated me out of my money here. This is not official. You've done something. You've fudged with the scores. And I won't stand for it, alright? So you'll be hearing from me. You'll be in court. You'll be getting my suing.
I'm not sure that's what it's called, Emily, but we look forward to receiving your suing.
I thought I did well, but then everyone seemed really annoyed with me.
Now go away from here and do some more cooking lessons. Then maybe I can be a worthwhile member of society.
Well, I learnt a lot, to be honest, to be more open-minded and not just to accept one point of view or way of looking at things. It's changed me, and I'm grateful.
Finding the truth in this situation is really difficult, so I hope I learned to be a bit wiser.
Who will you stay in touch with?
The only person I would want to keep in touch with would be Emily.
No, of course I'm not going to keep in touch with anyone. Why would I want to speak to any of them?
It seems like she wouldn't want to keep in touch with me. Who can blame her, right?
Luke, yeah. If bumped into him in town, yeah, I'd ask him out for a drink. Yeah, it'd be good to see him.
I hope I get to keep in touch with Richard. He was really cool in the end.
How very dare you disregard all the effort that Emily has put into this show. You know what? I'm done. This is it. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Going.
Right, we can't get out of here.
What?
Because she's locked us in.
What?
She's locked us in. We're trapped.
Following the show, Emily preemptively took out a failed injunction to prevent the current season of Come Wine With Me from being shown. She is currently attempting to sue the show for defamation of character. Joel got a job temping as an administrator and moved out from his parents. He has just started dating a maths teacher who is coincidentally also called Emily. Richard retired from his job at the museum. He now spends his day on the internet educating himself and has recently become addicted to World of Warcraft. Luke blew his winnings on a series of bad health investments and ended up losing his apartment. Fortunately, he kept in touch with Richard and is now staying with him. Richard has been advising him on how to make better life choices and is reportedly keen for Luke to move out soon. For successfully bringing many new converts to the Centre for Forgiveness and Fulfillment, Jess has ascended to S-Class. All hail the Centre. All hail our great leader. May the forks be with you all. I read out exactly what you told me to say. Wait, what are you doing? No, Jamie, go away!